no, Logan on his lid early. Everybody else still racing. Minute 30 on the clock. Race 3 of 4. Ooh. One good side swipe for Logan. He'd be back in business. Just tap him into that pipe. Oh, what a guy. Braxton in first place. At least gave him a try. If nothing else, he cleared the track for us. Braxton leading the way. John on his tail.
After 1 minute 10 seconds, the top drivers are Braxton Yates, John Blocker, Carl Blocker Sr., Ken Perry, and Ben Castleberry.
Leader gets lucky. John actually takes the lead now. See how aggressive they get for their passes. Oh no, Braxton on the lid again. Looking like seniors to the top of this one. KP sticking right to him.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. John Blocker done. Carl Blocker Sr. done. Ken Perry done.
Seniors will take round 3 of 4. We will head to the starting line one last time.
The race is completed.
All right, Logan to the front, Castleberry on the 2, Braxton on the 3, Ken Perry on the 4, Senior on the 5, and John starting in the back. Last race, drivers were going on the tone. Oh, Castleberry gets it. Got mating season on the big jump. And he's off. Off like a herd of turtles. Logan Hall finds his way to the front once again. Logan and Braxton, 1 and 2, coming down the stairs. Looks like John and Castleberry, 3 and 4. One and 2, roll it and maintain.
1 minute left. After 1 minute 10 seconds, the top drivers are Braxton Yates, Logan Hall, John Blocker, Ben Castleberry, and Ken Perry.
Oh, carnage on the track. We've got speed bumps out there now. No, John goes wide to avoid it. Oh, Ken Perry gets a leg up. 20 seconds left on the clock. That should move him from 6th to at least 4th.
Five, 4, 3, 2.
Oh no. 1. Ken will be the only one to finish this one, but it's come down to laps. Let's see when he finishes this lap. That should put him in 2nd.
Ken Perry done.
Ken moves into the 2nd place position.
The race is completed.
All right, we do need to get our Wednesday race program going, and we'll need to keep it going. We'll need quarter marshals out there quickly tonight. We're going to start off with some 13.5 buggy. The quarter marshals are actually rookie, so skip rookie. We need to get some volunteers out for these 13.5 guys and get this race rolling.
Logan Hall. Dan Perry. Braxton Yates.
Looking good on quarter marshals. Thank you so much. We are ready on the computer. Track
Jeff
is
Adol.
open.
Zach Hayes. Paul Thacker. Ben Adol.
I've got all drivers checked in. We'll get about one more lap out there before this loop goes live.
Six, 5, 4,
4, 3, 2, 1. Loop is live. "30 seconds in, Ben Adolph's first one to move into the 12s. Paul follows him. We are streaming live on the Off the Walls channel, so if there's anyone
After
you
1
need to
minute, 10
tell, we
seconds,
are now
the top
streaming
drivers are Ben
live.
Adol, Paul Thacker, Braxton Yates, Jeff Adol, and Dan Perry.
Cannot hear a darn computer. Could you write? Write each one of those names on this list. Like you, John, and Ben, and Braxton.
3 minutes left.
Thank Close to the halfway mark. I got Adolph up by 5 seconds. Paul's sitting on that too. Jeff only a quarter second back from there. Dan Perry about
After
3
2
seconds
minutes,
back in the
20 seconds,
4.
the top drivers are Ben Adol, Paul Thacker, Jeff Adol, Dan Perry, and Logan Hall.
Oh, there's the damn problem.
2 minutes left. After 3 minutes 30 seconds, the top drivers are Ben Adolph, Paul Thacker, Jeff Adolph, Dan Perry, and Braxoon Yates.
Ben Adolph stretching it out. He's up to about 8 seconds. It's now Dan Perry in the 2, and Jeff Adolph only a second behind him. Paul in that number 4 has 4 seconds to catch those podium runners.
One minute left.
I got Ben Adolph with a fast lap as well at a 12.5. Paul Thacker matched him actually at a 12.5 as well. Dan Perry at a 12.7. And that's it for the 12s. Paul's marching into the podium. He made it into 3rd. And he just snuck by Dan and Jeff as well. So Paul up to the
After
2,
4
but
minutes,
it's Ben
40 seconds,
Adolph.
The top drivers are Ben Adolph, Paul Thacker, Jeff Adolph, Dan Perry, and Braxoon Yates.
Ben Adolph with a 8-second lead currently.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Paul Thacker done. Braxoon Yates done.
Oh no, our leader coming off the track. You broke
Jeff Adolph done.
on the last lap.
Dan Perry done. Logan Hall done.
Leader breaks out. That is going to move Paul to that top spot. Jeff on the 2 and Dan on the 3. Ben is not happy about that one. He had a solid run for 4.5 minutes of the 5-minute race.
The race is completed.
2-wheel drive buggy up next. I'll be looking for Senior. For some reason, I had Scow. Corey, did Jason Scow sign up? What he? Okay, fair enough. So Scow is not in the house, so it's going to be a race of 3. Senior, Travis Blocker, and Ken Perry. We've actually got 2 of our 4 drivers out of this one. We're just going to run it. Oh, Scow is here. Sorry, I didn't see you tonight. Yep, I got you on the race. I just didn't see your face. Sounds good. Missed the fun run, but hey, that's good you're here. Should have plenty of quarter marshals. We do need to keep this rolling since we got a late start. Rack is open. Let's get some hot laps. That loop will go live after about 2 laps. Track is open.
Jason Scow. Ken Perry. Carl Blocker Sr.
Travis Blocker had an emergency. He's hoping to make it back for the main, so you guys get some extra track. Loop is going live.
1 minute to the start of the race.
Loop is live. Ken Perry gets us started.
After 1 minute 10 seconds, the top drivers are Carl Blocker Sr., Jason Scow, Ken Perry, Travis Blocker.
Minute and a half in, seniors dominating this one at 20 seconds up above Scow and Ken Perry, who are battling with only 1 second between them. Scow's not looking. And we do have another round of sportsmen, so they'll be qualifying with these guys, but in a different race, all fighting for the same main position.
Three minutes left.
2 down, 3 to go. Pretty well set there. I'm going to work on those short course results.
After 2 minutes 20 seconds, the top drivers are Carl Blocker Sr., Ken Perry, Jason Scow, Travis Blocker. Two minutes left. After 3 minutes 30 seconds, the top drivers are Carl Blocker Sr., Ken Perry, Jason Scow, Travis Blocker. One minute left.
Seniors setting the bar on this one. Next up, we'll be running the rest of those sportsmen. That's going to be John Blocker, Ben Castleberry, Ron, and Aiden. We'll see what senior can throw down and compare it to our next race.
After 4 minutes 40 seconds, the top drivers are Carl Blocker Sr., Ken Perry, Jason Scow, Travis Blocker. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ken Perry done. All drivers are finished.
Senior
Carl
brings
Blocker
across
Sr.
the line
done.
and sets the bar at a 21 lap 509. Sportsman drivers next. That's going to be your time to beat. Senior laying it down 21 509.
The race is completed.
Okay, now I need the lowest number. Oh no. Three-way tie. I'll need those quarter marshals out for that last race, whether you were able to finish or not, plus a couple of volunteers, please. Any volunteers possible so we get these guys rolling. We're gonna be racing the clock all night. To be feeling the pressure, at least hearing me sound like a broken record. Any other volunteer quarters available? Dan needs to be an expert, you say? Okay, I will get that sorted here in a moment. All right, so all the corners we're gonna get. Track is open.
Aiden Lyons. John Blocker. Lyons. Ben Castleberry. Zach Hayes. 1 minute to the start of the race.
Everyone is checked in. 10 seconds till the loop goes live. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Loop is live. Aiden is on the clock. Senior got a nice clear track. It's going to be a little tougher for these guys to beat that 21.509. Okay, next.
After 1 minute 10 seconds, the top drivers are Ben Castleberry, John Blocker, Aiden Lyons, and Zach Hayes. Three minutes left. After 2 minutes 20 seconds, the top drivers are Ben Castleberry, John Blocker, Aiden Lyons, and Zach Hayes.
Ben's looking good on that top spot. 7 seconds up ahead of John currently. And Ben is running on a TQ pace, about 4 seconds quicker than Carl finished. But we're only halfway through this race. We'll see what happens. John's looking pretty comfortable in that 2. Ron hanging on to that 3, but Aiden is 1/10 behind him, and Zach another 1 second behind that.
Two minutes left. After 3 minutes 31 seconds, the top drivers are Ben Castleberry, John Blocker, Lyons, Aiden Lyons, and Zach Hayes. One minute left.
John Blocker's chipping away on that lead that Castleberry has. We're down about 2 seconds between those two guys. Senior's TQ pace is looking a little bit more safe now. So Senior back on top of the TQ leaderboard. Castleberry on the 1. John 3 seconds behind him. Meanwhile, we got the battle of Ron, Aiden, and Zach. 3, 4, and 5. Those guys are within
After
1
4
or
minutes,
2
41
seconds.
seconds. The top drivers are Ben Castleberry, John Blocker, Lyons, Aiden Lyons, and Zach Hayes. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Aiden Lyons done. John Blocker done. Lyons done. Ben Castleberry done. All drivers are finished. Zach Hayes done.
That's a race. Castleberry will end on top. Senior is safe on the TQ board, at least for round 1. Nice drive by John. He stuck right there. Aiden and Ron finished less than a second between each other. Aiden taking that 3rd place spot. Nice work.
The race is completed.
All right, quarter marshals, tag your bench and run back out to the track, please. All right,
Ball
looking
Packer.
good on quarter marshals. We could use somebody on
Ben
2.
Adol.
I'll start
Jeff
going through
Adol.
the board, figuring out
Braxton
who's
Yates.
supposed to be out there.
Logan Hall.
Aiden, Ron, Ben. All right, thank you, Ben Castleberry. Appreciate it. Where's Dan Perry? What's up, Dan? Oh, no. All right, I'm throwing 8 seconds on that clock. We're going to get racing. Loop is live in 8 seconds.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. After 1 minute 10 seconds, the top drivers are Ben Adolph, Braxtoon Yates, Jeff Adolph, Paul Thacker, and Logan Hall. Three minutes left. After 2 minutes 20 seconds, the top drivers are Ben Adolph, Braxtoon Yates, Jeff Adolph, Paul Thacker, and Logan Hall. Two minutes left. After 3 minutes 30 seconds, the top drivers are Ben Adolph, Braxtoon Yates, Paul Thacker, Jeff Adolph, and Logan Hall. One minute left. After 4 minutes 40 seconds, the top drivers are Ben Adolph, Braxtoon Yates, Paul Thacker, Jeff Adolph, and Logan Hall. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Paul Thacker done. Logan Hall done. Braxtoon Yates done. Ben Adolph done. All drivers are finished. Jeff Adolph done. Dan Perry done. The race is completed.
All right, I've finally figured out our short course fun run winners. If you haven't figured out the math on your own, it's John Blocker on that number 1 spot, Carl for the 2, Castleberry for the 3, Ken on the 4, Braxton 5, and Logan 6. So that was all 4 runs scores combined. Came up with John Carl Ben. 1, 2, 3. You can check that out on RC Live as well. You can jump that. It's its own special event called Short Course Fun Run. All right, one more quarter out by the quarter pipe. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that volunteering. Track is open. All right.
John Blocker, Ken Perry, Jason Scow, Nicole Bruner, Carl Blocker Sr., One minute to the start of the race.
We got Castleberry on course. We'll give him a lap and I'll hit that loop live button.
Ben Castleberry,
Isabel. There you go. All right, set this on the glass case where those coffee cups are. Oh, you guys are ready to race? All right, then. Loop is live. Okay. Ooh. All right, short course fun run results are on the glass case. You can check it out. Positions 3, 4, and 5 had to be hand calculated. They each had 14 points. So some really tight racing. Try anything once, but I can't say we'll do it again. That stressed me out way too much. It got us behind on time.
After 1 minute 10 seconds, the top drivers are Carl Blocker Sr., John Blocker, Nicole Bruner, Ben Castleberry, and Jason Scow.
At that minute and a half mark, I've got one guy that's standing out. That's Senior at about 5 seconds up on the field. Then I got Castleberry on the 2 with John Blocker less than a second behind him. So 1, 2, and 3 running tight. Nicole's holding down that 4 with KP on the 5. Jason on the 6.
Three minutes left.
Castleberry's getting closer and closer to catching Senior on the clock. He's got it shaved down to 1 second.
After 2 minutes 20 seconds, the top drivers are Carl Blocker Sr., Ben Castleberry, John Blocker, Nicole Bruner, and Ken Perry.
Castleberry had been dominating for weeks. Senior had to make a comeback last week. And those two have found their way to the top. 2 minutes and 20 seconds on the clock, 1 second between them. John holding down the 3, Nicole on the 4. Ken is only a second behind Nicole.
Two minutes left. After 3 minutes 30 seconds, the top drivers are Carl Blocker Sr., Ben Castleberry, John Blocker, Ken Perry, and Nicole Bruner.
Senior's still holding on to that top spot. Now it's half a second.
One minute left.
Short of those top two, we're looking fairly spread out. We got 40 seconds on the clock. Castleberry has secured that number 1 spot. Senior now half second behind him.
After 4 minutes 41 seconds, the top drivers are Ben Castleberry, Carl Blocker Sr., John Blocker, Ken Perry, and Nicole Bruner. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Carl Blocker Sr. done. Ken Perry done. John Blocker done. Ben Castleberry done.
Castleberry takes it by 1/3 of a second over Senior. That's going to be a
Nicole Bruner
battle
done.
all night long, I'm sure.
All drivers are finished.
John Blocker
Jason
finishes
Skow
in the
done.
3, KP on the 4, Nicole on the 5.
The race is completed. Ben Adolph. Dan Perry.
Looks like we got coverage. Track is open.
Jeff Adolph.
Dropping like flies. What's happening here? Let's see. Travis. Okay. We're going to hold up. All right. Let's less than a minute. We're running super late. Oh, you're going to be late and make it? All right. Loop's going live.
After 1 minute 10 seconds, the top drivers are Ben Adolph, Dan Perry, Jeff Adolph, Travis Blocker.
Our internet is doing some scary things. These lap times are not coming through, but it does seem to be keeping your order. I'll check the router.
Three minutes left. After 2 minutes 20 seconds, the top drivers are Ben Adolph, Dan Perry, Jeff Adolph, Travis Blocker. Two minutes left. After 3 minutes 30 seconds, the top drivers are Ben Adolph, Dan Perry, Jeff Adolph, Travis Blocker. One minute left. After 4 minutes 40 seconds, the top drivers are Ben Adolph, Dan Perry, Jeff Adolph, Travis Blocker. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, calling this race. I apologize for those lap times. There was a mistake. It has been fixed. That's all I got. I am having a night. All right.
The race is completed.
All right, let's get some rookies out there to race. Corey, could you please press the button on her speed control for her?
Aiden Lyons.
All right, we got our drivers out there. Track is open, and I do need those corners to head on out, please.
Izzy Walls. Trace Polis.
All right, Aiden, what speed do we have you set at? What are we at? 35? That sounds pretty fair. Aiden's going to run at 35% throttle and stick on that race line. So it's going to be the tortoise and the hare. That loop is going live. Next time you cross, that will start your 5-minute clock. Izzy is now on the clock. Here comes Aiden. He is now on his own 5-minute clock. And Trace gets his very first race started.
After 1 minute 10 seconds, the top drivers are Izzy Walls, Aiden Lyons, Trace Polis. Three minutes left.
Getting close to that halfway mark, about 2 minutes and 45 seconds left on the clock. Izzy is up by 5 seconds, but she's sitting on her lid.
After 2 minutes 20 seconds, the top drivers are Izzy Walls,
Aiden the Tortoise
Lyons,
at 35%.
Trace Polis.
Aiden the Tortoise at 35% is clicking it off, keeping steady and smooth. Now 2.5 seconds separates Izzy and the Tortoise Aiden. She's going to have to keep it clean. And Trace is doing a good job wheeling that Grom around for his first time ever in a race. Slow is smooth, smooth is fast. That throttle gets us into trouble, but if we can get consistent laps, that's what makes the race win. About 1.5 minutes left. Izzy's doing a great job of keeping that buffer between her and the Tortoise. About 5 seconds.
After 3 minutes 30 seconds, the top drivers are Izzy Walls, Aiden Lyons, Trace Polis. One minute left.
.30 seconds left. Izzy's stretching out that lead. Good buffer now, about 9 seconds.
After 4 minutes 40 seconds, the top drivers are Izzy Walls, Aiden Lyons, Trace Polis. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Everybody keep racing till you hear your name.
Aiden Lyons done. Izzy Walls done.
All right, Izzy got it done. 10 seconds you got at the end there. Good
All drivers are finished.
Over the Tortoise.
Trace Polis done.
Nice work, Trace. He locks in his first race. All right, we'll roll right into qualifier round 2. That's going to put our 13.5 buggies out there, which means we will need volunteer quarter marshals. We'll need volunteer quarter marshals for this 13.5 buggy class. I don't want the rookies to be out there unless they feel absolutely comfortable. All right, I think we'll get, track is open. Corey should be heading out to the middle here before we get started.
Paul Thacker. Braxoon Yates. Logan Hall. Dan Perry. Zach Hayes.
Jeff Adolph is having a night, breaking a sweat. He's making it to the track. We got our corners, so let's give Jeff about a lap, and I will get that loop live.
Jeff Adolph.
I have to go a little quicker
All right, I'm throwing 14 seconds on that clock. Counting down. About 10 seconds. Loop's going live. I'm sorry, this computer's kicking my butt. We have a false start. I will sort it out. False start. Racing is not going. I am struggle bussing.
Zach Hayes.
10 seconds to loop goes live. 10,
Jeff
9,
Adolph.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Loop is live.
After 1 minute 10 seconds, the top drivers are Paul Thacker, Dan Perry, Ben Adolph, Jeff Adolph, and Logan Hall.
Dan's getting wild on that big jump. Gets a little crooked and still sends it. About takes out our new driver. All is fair. No harm, no foul. 2 down, 3 to go.
Left.
I got Paul up by 5. Ben on the 2. Oh, Dan just moved up to the 2. Ben dropped off the map. Oh no, again, that's gonna hurt.
After 2 minutes 20 seconds, the top drivers are Paul Thacker, Dan Perry, Jeff Adolph, Braxton Yates, and Logan Hall.
Just over 2 minutes. Paul Thacker stretching it out with a 10-second lead. He is on a 23-lap 5 flat.
2 minutes
knocking
left.
on the door. A 24-lap set is a killer run, especially with all the traffic. Paul Thacker, your leader, heading for the quarter pipe now. Heading over to the steps. The man, the myth, the legend, TLR factory driver. Lap time out of him is a 12.5.
After 3 minutes 30 seconds,
Ben
the top
Adolph
drivers
has
are
been
Paul
called.
Thacker, Dan Perry, Jeff Adolph, Braxton Yates, and Logan Hall.
Ben Adolph got called out on his two-wheel drive fast lap time that I wrote down. We're thinking he might have caught the loop a little early because I don't think we could do a 12.3 out here in a two-wheel drive. Four-wheel drive, it's pushing it. So we'll have to see if Ben, what he can do for a fast lap and two-wheel drive tonight.
1 minute left.
1 minute. Paul is in the 24 lap pace now, 5:10 to be exact. Dan Perry quite comfortable on that 2, Jeff on the 3. Closest battle on the track is going to be Jeff and Braxton, 3 and 4. I've got 1 second between them.
After 4 minutes 41 seconds, the top drivers are Paul Thacker, Dan Perry, Jeff Adolph, Braxton Yates, and Logan Hall.
Paul continuing to drop that pace in the best way possible. Now at 24.509.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Lap times out there. Paul at a 12.5. Dan throwing down a 12.7. Ben actually had a 12.6 before he broke.
Zach Hayes done. Braxton Yates done. Jeff Adolph done. All drivers are finished. Paul Thacker done.
That's a race. Paul will claim that top spot and the TQ. That was a quick run.
The race is completed.
All right, sportsman. Senior gets a whole bunch of clear track, and he is sitting on that TQ spot. It is not fair. Life is not fair. All right, why don't you guys just start running? Quarter marshals will tiptoe their way out there. Track is open. Quarter marshals will make their way when they get here.
Carl Blocker Sr.
Got to keep her rolling. Dan, could you head to that side of the track? Might be easier to go yeah, either way. All right, I think I got all the corners we're going to get. Our loop is going live. All right, if you are in that four-wheel drive class and not out there cornering, that is not a good thing.
After 1 minute 10 seconds, the top drivers are Carl Blocker Sr., Ken Perry, Jason Scow, Travis Blocker. 3 minutes left. After 2 minutes 20 seconds, the top drivers are Carl Blocker Sr., Ken Perry, Jason Scow, Travis Blocker.
Senior running that top spot. He's got 15 seconds up on Mr. Perry. However, he did run a little quicker pace in his first round. We got 2 minutes left.
2 minutes left.
That table next to the front door was originally designed such that when you're done racing, your car goes on the table. You don't even get to leave the track or go to the pits. So it is a privilege to get to run back to the pits.
After 3 minutes 30 seconds, the top drivers are Carl Blocker Sr., Ken Perry, Jason Scow, Travis Blocker.
All right, get the rest of my sportsman buggy. You guys are up next. Just over a minute on the clock for this one, and we'll get the rest of those sportsman drivers getting out there. And we will need some volunteer corners for that since we've just got the 3 drivers.
1 minute left.
Ken Perry with a fast lap at a 13.8 to Senior's 13.9. Senior's overall is getting quicker and quicker. He's now back on that 21 lap range. First round he did a 21.509, currently at 21.513.
After 4 minutes 40 seconds, the top drivers are Carl Blocker Sr., Ken Perry, Jason Scow, Travis Blocker. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ken Perry done. Carl Blocker Sr. done. All drivers are finished. Jason Scow done.
Senior finishes it out at a 21.510, and his first round was a 21.509, showing some consistency there. And you heard it, the rest of the sportsman drivers, that's the bar to beat. We will need some volunteer corner marshals to make this race happen. We only had 3 drivers in the last round, last heat.
The race is completed.
Senior, need you out here, buddy. Everybody can run. Rest of the corner marshals will tiptoe out. Track is open.
John Blocker. Lions. Aiden Lyons. Zach Hayes.
All right, we're going to get this loop live in just a few seconds. All right, as soon as Ben crosses, the loop is going live. And he'll have the one lap before his time clock starts.
Ben Castleberry.
Loop is live, loop is live. You want to run my car, Castleberry? Why not? Can if you want. It won't be my car for long. We're only a minute in, but John, I need you to keep that pace going. You can't lose a second. He is on a TQ pace, so we got 4 more minutes left of this race.
After 1 minute 10 seconds, the top drivers are John Blocker, Aiden Lyons, Zach Hayes, and Ben Castleberry.
Two down, 3 to go. John is running a great
3
pace,
minutes left.
Nice and cautious. 21:502.
After 2 minutes 20 seconds, the top drivers are John Blocker, Aiden Lyons, Zach Hayes, and Ben Castleberry.
John's got all the pressure. He's got to get a little gap and get back in his rhythm. There it is. Now he's got some breathing room. All right, current time at a 21:508. Two seniors 21:509. 2 minutes 15 on the clock.
Two minutes left.
Zach doing a great job holding down that 2. He's looking pretty comfortable there. Aiden on the 3 with Ron just 3 seconds behind him.
After 3 minutes 31 seconds, the top drivers are John Blocker, Zach Hayes, Aiden Lyons, and Ben Castleberry.
Minute 10 on the clock. Aiden is getting closer and closer to Zach. Zach on the 2, Aiden currently on the 3. John looking great with a 21:502 pace. Again, he needs to beat that 21:509 by senior. He's 7 seconds up currently. Patience, patience. You got 7 seconds. Wait for it to happen. That is your leader in the yellow wheels. He is running a good lap ahead. Nice moves, guys. Thank you. Beautiful dance.
After 4 minutes 41 seconds, the top drivers are
leave
John
the door
Blocker,
wide
Zach
open
Hayes,
there. I'll
Aiden
give it that.
Lyons, and Ben Castleberry.
10 seconds left on the clock. John's looking pretty safe.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Aiden does move into that 2 spot. Zach now 3
John
seconds
Blocker
behind
done.
him. John will
Lyons
get
done.
it done.
Aiden
Winning
Lyons
the
done.
race and a TQ on the board of the 21.501. Guys on a roll tonight.
All drivers are finished. Zach Hayes done.
That's a race. Oh, Zach did get it at the end there. He got his 2nd place back. Nice work.
The race is completed. Jeff Adolph, Ben Adolph, Braxoon Yates, Paul Thacker, Logan Hall, Dan Perry.
All drivers on track, all drivers checked. Ten seconds to loop is live. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Loop is live. Ben and Logan are on the clock.
After 1 minute 10 seconds, the top drivers are Paul Thacker, Logan Hall, Ben Adolph, Braxoon Yates, and Dan Perry.
Paul's checking out on these guys with 8 seconds up above the pack. We're only a minute and a half in, 3.5 to go. Ben now found his way to the 2, Braxton on the 3, Logan right there on the 4, Dan only a second back from there.
3 minutes left.
It seems Ben has put a halt to Paul Thacker's time of running away. It is holding at that 8-second mark now that Ben is in the 2. It's a healthy gap,
After
but
2
at the
minutes,
moment
20
it's
seconds,
not growing.
The top drivers are
He
Paul
does have
Thacker,
Paul-
Ben Adolph, Braxtoon Yates, Dan Peary, and Logan Hall.
Halfway through the race, looks like Braxton sitting on the 3 spot. Dan 1 second back from there. Logan 1 second back from there. And Jeff 2 seconds back from there in that number 6. Travis made it back. John
2
went and
minutes left.
TQ'd on round 2, beating Senior's time. Wild card, Travis is here. We'll see what happens in the mains now. Travis, you're going to have to bump up from the Bs, so make sure you got batteries ready to rock, and you're going to get some racing in. That did not sound good.
After 3 minutes 30 seconds,
That was a fractured
the top drivers
bone
are
if
Paul
I ever
Thacker,
heard one.
Ben Adolph, Dan Peary, Logan Hall, and Braxtoon Yates.
Ooh. Ben keeping that solid 8 seconds. So Paul's laps are not gaining. Ben does have the fast lap on the track at a 12.5 to Paul's 12.6.
1 minute left.
That last lap, Dan and Logan going wheel to wheel, getting bumped out of there. I think it was Logan anyway. Maybe it's Braxton. Oh, Braxton got bumped out of there. Dan now in the 3 with Logan, a half second behind him. 30 seconds left on the clock.
After 4 minutes 41 seconds, the top drivers are Paul Thacker, Ben Adolph, Logan Hall, Dan Peary, and Braxtoon Yates. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Logan Hall done. Braxtoon Yates done. Paul Thacker done. Dan
Paul
Peary
Thacker
done.
will finish
All
out
drivers are finished.
23.501, nearly at 24 with his 2-wheel drive as well. Ben comfortably on the 2. Logan squeaking out that 3. Dan's going to have to settle for the 4. Logan also sitting in that 3rd position on the TQ board. That's pretty good.
The race is completed.
Short course showdown. One more corner in number 1. Dan's got it. Thank you, Trace. You've been so helpful tonight, though. All right. Don't run over Dan. Track is open.
John Blocker, Ken Peary, Jason Scow, Nicole Bruner, Ben Castleberry, Carl Blocker Sr.,
All right, first round of this one, Castleberry did get the TQ with a 25.05, Senior at a 25.06. There's 1 second between those two. Everyone checked in. 10 seconds. Loop goes live. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
After 1 minute 10 seconds, the top drivers are Ben Castleberry, Ken Perry, Carl Blocker Sr., John Blocker, and Jason Scow.
Castleberry by 7 seconds, looking pretty comfortable there. I got Ken on the 2.5 second back from there. We've got Senior 1 second back from there. We've got John. Jason is holding down that 5, putting Nicole on the 6 this time.
Three minutes left. After 2 minutes 20 seconds, the top drivers are Ben Castleberry, Carl Blocker Sr., John Blocker, Ken Perry, and Jason Scow.
So Ben with about a 5.5 second gap over the field. Everyone else has got at least 4 seconds between them. There's still 2 minutes 20 seconds left on that time clock. Stadium Truck, you guys are up next. Stadium Truck.
2 minutes left.
Oh no, Jason was running in 5th. Had a good battle going with Nicole, but he's coming off the track. A bummer.
After 3 minutes 30 seconds, the top drivers are Ben Castleberry, Carl Blocker Sr., John Blocker, Ken Perry, and Nicole Bruner.
Senior's turning up the heat in his last 4 laps. 14.3 fast lap. He is chopping away at Castleberry's lead, currently sitting at a 4-second deficit.
One minute left.
Call, Senior. Good call. He is running a quicker lap time. Ben is in front. That's a tricky one. He's got to get around him clean to make that time up. Looking for any line not used, but that wasn't the one.
After 4 minutes 41 seconds, the top drivers are Ben Castleberry, Carl Blocker Sr., John Blocker, Ken Perry, and Nicole Bruner.
Senior and Castleberry back at it again. Castleberry still in the top spot on the computer. Senior running those faster laps, but Ben showing the consistency.
3, 2, 1.
4-second deficit
Carl
between them. Castleberry's got to stay close to Senior on this last lap or two. Long as he stays close, he will get it done. Oh,
Jason
even makes the
done.
pass. Oh no, Senior.
Ken Perry done.
Senior had such a battle going.
John Blocker done.
I think Castleberry did have that one locked in.
Ben Castleberry done.
Castleberry will take it. Oh, it was just 1 second at the end.
The race is completed.
Castleberry, when you race it, you can just throw your body on mine. Track is open.
Ben Adolph, Travis Blocker, Jeff Adolph, Dan Perry.
All right, we got everyone checked. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Loop is live. Ben is on the clock. Oh. No stranger to a handicapped stadium truck. I'm certain he can get this done.
After 1 minute 10 seconds, the top drivers are Jeff Adolph, Dan Perry, Ben Adolph, Travis Blocker.
Jeff holding about a 2-second gap on the pack. Ben now in the 2. Oh, they're switching. Dan and Ben are switching back and forth. Jeff's got that 2-second cushion. That is not much. We've got 3 minutes, 30 seconds on that clock. It is anybody's race. Travis Holden pretty close as well. He's about 4 seconds back from the podium. 2 down, 3 to go.
3 minutes
Dan
left.
makes his move to the top. Now it's Dan with about a 2-second cushion.
After 2 minutes 20 seconds, the top drivers are Dan Perry, Jeff Adolph, Ben Adolph, Travis Blocker.
Ben sneaks around Colleen, got lucky on that one. That could be enough to put him real close to the top. All right, we got Dan up on the number 1, Ben 4 seconds behind him. And now it's Jeff in the 3, just 2 seconds back from there.
Two minutes left.
Looking at some fast lap times out there. Dan Perry, the only one to put us into the 12s with a 12.99. Next up, Ben Adolph at a 13.3.
After 3 minutes 30 seconds, the top drivers are Dan Perry, Ben Adolph, Jeff Adolph, Travis Blocker. One minute left.
Dan Perry stretched it out to 7.5 seconds. He's also looking pretty good for the TQ as well.
After 4 minutes 40 seconds, the top drivers are Dan Perry, Ben Adolph, Jeff Adolph, Travis Blocker. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Jeff Adolph done. Ben Adolph done. Travis Blocker done.
Dan Perry's on fire.
Finished.
He's got the win. He's got the TQ, and I do believe he just took the fast lap for Stadium Truck as well. I'll have to check that board, but he threw down a 12.99. Rookies, you guys are up next. So rookies, you guys are going to race now, and then I'm going to try to get you racing pretty quick after. You guys are going to have a main, but I want to try to get you out here a little early. So be sure and have your batteries charged right when you're done racing here. Is Aiden still around? Okay. All right, rookies, you can get your practice laps in. I'm sure the corners will make it out. All right, and so you know we don't use reverse in racing. It's disabled on most of the race vehicles, but once that time clock goes, we cannot use reverse. Have to wait for that darn quarter marshal.
The race is completed. Trace Polis. Aiden Lyons. Izzy Walls.
Loop is live. Next time you cross that finish line, you will start your 5-minute clock. Aiden starts his clock. Trace is going and Izzy as well. This race is running. Oh
After
no,
1 minute 10 seconds,
goes off the
top
track.
drivers
He's
are Izzy
supposed to be
Walls,
showing us the
Aiden
race
Lyons,
line.
Trace Polis.
Aiden better take it easy on those guys. I don't want to see you hitting them in the back. Got to get around them clean. Two down, 3 to go. Got Izzy up by about 10 seconds. Let's see if Aiden can put together some laps.
3 minutes left.
Oh, Trace is dangerously close to Aiden as well. There's only a quarter second there. So if Aiden can get some, so if Trace can put in some clean laps, he could take Aiden's spot.
After 2 minutes 20 seconds, the top drivers are Izzy Walls, Aiden Lyons, Trace Polis.
That Mojave's got the power. It might even be better if you turn the power down. You might find it's more controllable, but thing looks like a handful. He's just doing burnouts out of the corners. With our race cars, we've actually got them tuned quite a ways down. Our stock class is all we run. We don't even bother with modified on this track. I haven't been able to run faster with a modified motor. Waiting for somebody to get it done, though. Izzy is stretching this one out, 20 seconds up and improving her first qualifier run. Almost on a 16-lap pace.
After 3 minutes 30 seconds, the top drivers are Izzy Walls, Trace Polis, Aiden Lyons.
Trace moves into the number 2 spot. Like
1 minute left.
Izzy's trying to find her clean way around the tortoise.
After 4 minutes 40 seconds, the top drivers are Izzy Walls, Trace Polis, Aiden Lyons.
Thanks for playing along, Aiden. We appreciate you. Trace looking pretty comfortable in that 2 spot.
5,
as we get down to the
4,
last few seconds.
3, 2, 1. Aiden Lyons done. Trace Polis done. All drivers are finished.
That is a race. Okay, I'm going to switch up the order a little bit. Rookies, make sure you get your batteries on the charger. I'm going to try to run you a little bit early to make sure you can get out of here at a decent time. I'm going to set up the mains.
The race is completed.
Izzy is coming down with the main round. We will be running Sportsman first. Aiden, are you going to be ready to go? You got 2 races. You're the first 2 races. Yeah. All right. So we'll run that Sportsman B main. Rookies are going to race in the second race so we can get them done. All right, Sportsman B Main. Sportsman B Main out to the line. I'll be looking for Expert, two-wheel drive Expert. You guys will be quarter-marshaling. All right, get that two-wheel drive Expert out there to two-wheel drive Expert out to Marshall. Sportsman B Main is lining up. The winner of this race will get to bump to the main. Travis coming in late, didn't even get a qualifier. Let's see if he can salvage this and get himself to the A main.
Aiden Lyons.
Aiden's known to come strong on the mains. We'll find out. Let's see. So I got quarter marshal spots are covered. I'm looking for Jason Scow, Zach Hayes. All right, track is open if you want to run.
Lions. Jason Scow.
Zach is getting buttoned up, but we'll make sure he gets out here, gets his tires warmed up. Travis, I don't have a check out of you. We got a transponder in that bad boy. Can you cross the line
Zach
again?
Hayes.
I got no check, buddy. Maybe just turn around backwards. I've done that before.
Travis Blocker.
All right, we will line them up. It's going to be Zach on that top spot. Aiden fighting from the 2. Ron right behind him in the 3. Jason on the 4. And Travis joining the party late, fighting from the back. All right, we are looking good out there. Corner marshals ready. Drivers live on the tone. Travis playing nice and cautious out there, waiting for the race to come to him. He knows it can be done. He's just got to let it happen without forcing the issue. Travis moves up to the 2. That is Zach. Started in the 1, remains in the 1.
After 1 minute 10 seconds, the top drivers are Zach Hayes, Aiden Lyons, Jason Scow, and Travis Blocker.
Oh no, that's Travis is not checking, but I am keeping an eye on him. He will be our bump spot.
Three minutes left. After 2 minutes 20 seconds, the top drivers are Zach Hayes, Aiden Lyons, Jason Scow, and Travis Blocker.
Travis is on that top spot. I'm just manually counting him. We did adjust the squelch in practice. Nobody else had issue grabbing, but sure enough, come main time, Travis did. I adjusted it again, and we are checking those last 2 laps.
Two minutes left.
Zach doing a good job holding down that 2 place. Aiden about 7 seconds back from there. Jason on the 4, and Ron is only 1.9 seconds behind him.
After 3 minutes 30 seconds, the top drivers are Zach Hayes, Aiden Lyons, Jason Scow, and Travis Blocker. One minute left.
All right, looking good on Travis's transponder. We've been checking all of our laps since I adjusted the squelch again. Nope, we missed that lap. We have to look at the position of that transponder to see what's going on. Everybody else is checking.
After 4 minutes 41 seconds, the top drivers are Zach Hayes, Aiden Lyons, Jason Scow, and Travis Blocker. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Zach Hayes done. Aiden Lyons done. Travis Blocker done. Jason Scow done. All drivers are finished. Lions done.
All right, Travis will get it done. I will manually add you to the next race.
The race is completed.
Rookie is up next. Mr. Aiden, are you going to make it out to join us again for rookie? Oh, he's got his car. Okay, good deal. Quarter marshals, get these rookies rolling. All right, track is open. And track is open. You guys can run. Looking for another quarter marshal on number 2. Quarter marshal for number 2, please.
One minute to the start of the race.
Thank you so much,
Aiden
Logan.
Lyons.
Next time we come up to the starting grid, we will go ahead and line them up. All right, let's find that starting grid in the middle. We'll put Izzy on the 1, Mr. Aiden on the 2, and Trace for the 3. Looks like Aiden's going to be a gentleman and take the 3. Okay, I like it. Izzy on the 1, Mojave Trace on the 2. Looking good, looking good. Corner marshals ready. Corner marshal eyes on the track. Drivers, we're going live on the tone. Trace with a bummer of a start on that one, but we got plenty of racing left to go. We'll see if he can catch Aiden.
After 1 minute 10 seconds, the top drivers are Izzy Walls, Aiden Lyons, Trace Bolus.
Trace is getting closer and closer to that black and white car of Aiden the Tortoise. Can he get around him? He gets him on the inside. It's a battle for second down the big jump. Aiden's going to get around him. Nope. Trace is going to keep it. Izzy's in a race of her own. Left. Got a lap on the field.
After 2 minutes 20 seconds, the top drivers are Izzy Walls, Trace Polis, Aiden Lyons.
Trace starting to pull away from Aiden now, securing that second place position. Nice clean pass by your leader, Izzy. No contact there. That's what we like to see.
2 minutes left.
Next up, we're heating it up with some 13.5 Buggy A main. You guys are up next.
After 3 minutes 30 seconds, the top drivers are Izzy Walls, Trace Polis, Aiden Lyons.
Corey, you got your hardware ready?
1 minute left.
"45 seconds on the clock, and I've got Izzy up by almost 45 seconds. She's got this one locked in, looking good out there.
After 4 minutes 41 seconds, the top drivers are Izzy Walls, Trace Polis, Aiden Lyons. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Aiden Lyons done.
Izzy Walls is done as well. Just waiting for Trace to get across the line. What's going on? All right, Trace. Yep, make sure you get across the line. Buggies get off the track. Trace across the line, across the line, across the line. There's the line. Thank you, sir.
All drivers are finished.
Good job, Trace. Thank you so much for coming out and racing. All right, we need all volunteer hands on deck to make this 13.5 stacked four-wheel drive buggy happen. I got 7 fast cars ready to race. Any quarter marshals that could possibly come out and help us, we're going to need you. We ran rookies last time. Thank you so much, Ben. Thank you so much, Ken and Corey. Going to need another quarter marshal by the quarter pipe. One more quarter marshal to get this race going. John's coming to the rescue. Thank you, sir. Track is open. Track is open.
Dan Peary, Jeff Adolph, Ben Adolph, Logan Hall, Zach Hayes, Braxoon Yates, Paul Thacker.
Fought to run the race.
1 minute to the start of the race.
Right, I think everyone's had a couple of laps. Let's go ahead and line them up. You know who on that first place. Jeff Adolph will be on the number 2. Dan on the 3. Braxton on the 4. Ben Adolph on the 5. Logan on the 6. Zach on the 7. That's a full heat right there. Talk one more driver in the race and we can split you guys up. This should be a wild one. Quarter marshals need to be on your toes. These guys will be coming at you quick. John's
10,
ready, getting his stretches
9,
in.
8,
Don't mind the computer.
7,
Kill that guy.
6, 5.
All right, quarter marshals ready. Drivers live on the tone. Adolph gets ejected. Jeff Adolph gets ejected, that is. It's going to leave Paul, Dan, Ben down the stairs. 1, 2, 3. Ben puts some serious pressure on Dan and gets around him clean. Paul was on his lid. That messes him up, but they all get a bobble out of that one. Paul's starting the freight train of hitting the brakes. Logan gets the better of that deal. That moves him on the podium. And Adolph on his roof, that's no good. Paul looking healthy out there, stretching it out. Logan on the 2, Dan on the 3.
After 1 minute 10 seconds, the top drivers are Paul Thacker, Logan Hall, Dan Peary, Braxoon Yates, and Ben Adolph.
Paul's already coming through lappers. Logan, as he crosses the finish line now, doing an excellent job in that too. Dan keeping the pressure on him. Dan's got to keep his cool and keep his line. Let it come to him. He's certainly got the speed.
Three minutes left.
Paul with some breathing room. Logan still looking good on that 2. Keeping a good gap between him and Dan in the 3.
After 2 minutes 20 seconds, the top drivers are Paul Thacker, Logan Hall, Dan Peary,
oh
Jeff
no,
Adolph,
Dan
and
comes
Ben Adolph.
unglued. Battery, body, yard sale on the big jump. That was our third place driver. John, we'll just throw that thing on the track. Don't worry about him, and we'll.
Two minutes left.
Logan still holding down that 2. Now it's Ben Adolph 1.5 behind him. Find him on the track. Logan on the big jump now. Oh no, Ben gets into it with a lapper. Logan gets on yet another break as he comes down the stairs, looking good in that number 2 spot. We've got 1:40 left on the clock.
After 3 minutes 30 seconds, the top drivers are Paul Thacker, Logan Hall, Ben Adolph, Braxtoon Yates, and Jeff Adolph.
All right, Ben's moving on up onto Logan. Logan's still in the 2, coming over the big jump now. Ben Adolph coming over that big jump. He's currently in 3 minutes to get this pass done. If he can make it happen clean. Logan's going to do his best to keep a tight line and not open the door. Ben will take an inch. Ben does get his break. Ben to the 2 spot. Meanwhile, Paul Thacker 16 seconds up. He's put a lap on everybody. Paul, Ben, Logan, 1, 2, 3. Jeff sitting on the 4. Braxton just a second behind him.
After 4 minutes 40 seconds, the top drivers are Paul Thacker, Ben Adolph, Logan Hall, Jeff Adolph, and Braxtoon Yates. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Paul Thacker done. Jeff Adolph done. Ben Adolph done. Zach Hayes done. Braxtoon Yates done. All drivers are finished. Logan Hall done.
Paul Thacker with a convincing win. Ben Adolph moving his way through traffic for the 2, and Logan with a solid run, claiming that number 3 spot.
The race is completed.
That's because I turned the squelch down, and you're catching laps early, so we shall see. There's no 12-2s out there to, well, it's possible. If you got other laps that are close, I will go back and check. Looking at those lap times, Paul with a 12.38 backs it up with a 12.37 and another 12.4. That's legit. Meanwhile, Ben Adolph did have the 12 flat, but the next one is a 12.5. I don't see that half second coming from nowhere. Same with Logan's fast lap at a 12.3. That was not backed up. 13 seconds is looking more like his lap time. Anywho, let's get some quarter marshals out there. Did that make sense, Logan? So what was going on? I had to adjust the squelch. We had one car that was not registering, so I turned up the sensitivity, and we're catching them on the jump. So that's why we're getting some quick lap times that are not going to be counted on the hot lap board. We do need quarter marshals out there so we get these short courses rolling. We are getting way behind on time. Track is open, let them rip.
Ken Perry, John Blocker, Carl Blocker Sr., Nicole Bruner, Jason Scow. 1 minute to the start of the race. Ben Castleberry.
Line those bad motor scooters up. Castleberry on the top spot. Carl a second behind him is going to be fighting from the 2. John on the 3. Ken on the 4. Nicole on the 5. And Jason on the 6. Looking good out there. Quarter marshals on your toes. Drivers going on the tone. Senior is on that top spot, gets himself sideways, mixes up 1, 2, and 3. Looks like we're back where we started. Oh, Senior's just getting nasty. Senior, you better be giving that one back, I hope. And with that driving, that's going to give it up for John Blocker. He will take the advantage of that. Peter across the finish line now. John on the clear body. Castleberry still holding that 2. Once again, it's Senior with the speed, but Castleberry with the position on the track. He rolls over like a Austin Powers henchman. Senior runs off to second place.
After 1 minute 10 seconds, the top drivers are John Blocker, Carl Blocker Sr., Ben Castleberry, Nicole Bruner, and Ken Perry.
Seniors, Blockers to the top. John on the top, Senior on the 2. Plenty of time to get it done. We got 3.5 more minutes of racing. Castleberry finds his way to the second spot again, but it's still John with a good, healthy lead of about 6 seconds. That clear body is your leader coming around. Castleberry next in line, Old Racing Stripes.
After 2 minutes 21 seconds, the top drivers are John Blocker, Ben Castleberry, Carl Blocker Sr., Ken Perry, and Nicole Bruner.
Both Senior and Castleberry matched on their fast laps with a 14.2.
2 minutes left.
John at a 14.7, Ken at a 14.8. Minute 45 left on that time clock.
After 3 minutes 31 seconds, the top drivers are John Blocker, Ben Castleberry, Carl Blocker Sr., Ken Perry, and Nicole Bruner.
Senior's back on Castleberry's tail once again. Is Castleberry in the 2, Senior on the 3. Over the big jump they go. John's just hoping they get into it. He's got a pretty good healthy lead of 8 seconds currently though.
1 minute left.
Senior's looking for any kind of line that Castleberry will leave open. Right on his tail as they move through traffic. 2 and 3 down the stairs, bumper to bumper. Senior wants by so bad. Both of them matched on their fast lap times.
After 4 minutes 41 seconds, the top drivers are John Blocker, Ben Castleberry, Carl Blocker Sr., Ken Perry, and Nicole Bruner.
Senior's still right on Castleberry's bumper. Hungry for it. 5 seconds on the clock. Will they get another lap?
3, 2, 1.
Castleberry will. Oh.
Carl Blocker Sr. done. Ken Perry done.
John on his 20th lap. The only
Nicole
one to pull
Bruner
20
done.
laps.
John Blocker done.
John Blocker's going to be wearing the short course crown.
All drivers are
whether
finished.
It's fun race or
Jason
real race,
done.
He's coming off as a victor tonight. Great race in Castleberry and Senior. That was amazing.
The race is completed.
Let's get some stadium truck out there. Stadium truck to the line. Hey, Corey. Could you check all the tabs from days past? I'm noticing a lot of tabs from not today. Like we got quarter marshal coverage. Track is open. Track is open.
Jeff Adolph, Ben Adolph, Travis Blocker, Dan Perry.
Line them up next time around. Dan Perry to the top spot. Ben Adolph on the 2. Jeff for the 3.
One minute to the start of the race.
All right, we're ready for this one to go down. Quarter marshals on your toes, drivers on the line. Did not see it, but looks like Dan got robbed. Ben to the top spot. We are all mixed up now. Number 1 down the stairs in that purple and gray. Jeff was holding off the 2. Dan sneaks around him. Dan now on a mission. He's our TQ. Can he catch and get by Ben? That's always a tall order.
After 1 minute 10 seconds, the top drivers are Ben Adolph, Dan Perry, Jeff Adolph, Travis Blocker.
Ben up by 2. Ben hits the quarter pipe. Here comes Dan on that quarter pipe. Jeff on the 3. Down past the quarter pipe. Holding it pretty close. 3 minutes 30 on that clock. Jeff pulling up onto Dan's back bumper. 2 and 3 on the quarter pipe, keeping it tight. They've got to work together to catch Ben, though. He's up about 3.5 seconds.
3 minutes left. After 2 minutes 20 seconds, the top drivers are Ben Adolph, Dan Perry, Jeff Adolph, Travis Blocker.
Whoa, that was uncharacteristic. Some reason Dan's truck did not steer straight into the pipe. Jeff Adolph to the 2.
Two minutes left. After 3 minutes 30 seconds, the top drivers are Ben Adolph, Jeff Adolph, Dan Perry, Travis Blocker. One minute left.
Dan Perry sneaking back to that 2. Jeff right behind him.
After 4 minutes 40 seconds, the top drivers are Ben Adolph, Jeff Adolph, Dan Perry, Travis Blocker.
Woo, I turn around for a second. Jeff's back in number 2. 10 seconds on the clock. He's got to hold it down one more lap. Dan's going to be putting the pressure on him.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Ben for Travis a victory lap. See if Jeff can drive it home. And he does.
Jeff
locks down that Dan 2. Perry done.
All drivers are finished. Ben Adolph done.
All right, nice work, Ben. Getting her done when it matters most.
The race is completed.
All right, this should be a good one. John Blocker, TQing, senior on the 2. Travis joining us late, fighting from the back. Didn't even get a chance to qualify. He's joining us in the A main as well. All right, I would definitely need those stadium truck drivers out here to corner. Oh, it looks like probably Travis going back to back, so I need even more volunteer corners that might not even exist. Thank you so much, Nicole. Looks like Corey's going to help us out too. We will use every last body. Oh, thank you, Jason. That looks good. All right, we are square. Okay. This should be a good one. Track is open.
John Blocker, Ken Perry, Carl Blocker Sr., Travis Blocker, Ben Castleberry. 1 minute to the start of the race.
Let's line these up. John to the top spot. Senior on the 2. Castleberry claiming that 3. Ken Perry on the 4. Travis on the 5. Figured he'd run his own body, but you know. Oh, the Velcro probably didn't line up on the body or whatever. All right, quarter marshals, I have a feeling we're going to have some serious battles in this one. I have no idea how it's going down, but I cannot wait to see. Corner marshals ready. Drivers live on that tone. One minute down, just under 4 minutes to go. We got John coming down the stairs now. Senior hot on
After
his
1
heels.
minute 10 seconds.
Meanwhile,
the top
Travis
drivers are
moved
John
his way
Blocker,
up to 3.
Carl Blocker Sr., Travis Blocker, Ben Castleberry, and Ken Perry.
Blocker, blocker, blocker. 1, 2, and 3. Castleberry steals that one from Travis, though. John doing a heck of a job running that top spot as he comes over the big jump. Senior just hanging right there behind him. You know Senior's not going to give an inch either. He wants it more than anybody. No, our leader goes over. Could this be it? Senior all over the track, maybe even a small shortcut, but he's taking it. Run, Senior, run. Oh, no.
3 minutes left.
Travis and John getting into it. That's going to let Senior spread that lead. We can't have that. Fighting for these underdogs. Senior on top by almost 4.5 seconds now.
After 2 minutes 20 seconds, the top drivers are Carl Blocker Sr., John Blocker, Ben Castleberry, Ken Perry, and Travis Blocker.
We are at the halfway point. Senior with a fast lap of a 13.8. John at a 13.6. They are the only ones in the 13-second range. 2.5 minutes on that clock. Mathematically, John should be able to catch him if he keeps up his lap times. John is gaining on our leader, Senior. Over the
2
big
minutes
jump
left.
they go, 1 and 2 onto the quarter pipe. All right, minute 50 seconds to make the pass happen if you can, John. Senior still leading it over the big jump, 1 and 2.
After 3 minutes 30 seconds, the top drivers are Carl Blocker Sr., John Blocker, Ben Castleberry, Ken Perry, and Travis Blocker.
Wheel to wheel over the big jump, bicycling it through. Papa, no, he catches the pipe. Senior gets another break. Senior running good and consistent. Although Senior did run his fastest lap with John on his tail.
1 minute left.
Looks like Castleberry's good and comfortable in the number 3 spot. Travis on the 4. Ken Perry's only 2 seconds behind Travis. He's got to put a tow rope on John and follow him through.
After 4 minutes 41 seconds, the top drivers are Carl Blocker Sr., John Blocker, Ben Castleberry, Travis Blocker, and
Closest
Ken Perry.
battle on the track is on the stairs as Ken Perry and Travis. Ken Perry gets around him to
5, 4,
for that 4th place
3,
position.
2, 1.
Oh, John was back on Senior again on the last lap. Again with a small mistake. Senior
Ben
with the
Castleberry
consistency
done.
gets it
Carl
done
Blocker
and
Sr.
takes
done.
the victory.
John Blocker done.
Nice work,
Ken Perry done.
Senior.
All drivers are
John will
finished.
have to come back to
Travis
fight
Blocker
another
done.
day. Castleberry solid on the 3. Ken sneaks in to steal the 4 from Travis.
The race is completed.
One final showdown of the night. 2-wheel drive experts. Can Ben Adolph put it all together? Put some pressure on Paul. Paul's just been undefeated since he's come back this last few weeks.
Paul Thacker.
All right,
Ken
track
Perry.
is open, and Ben will make his way
Jeff
out
Adolph.
there when it's time to
Braxton
line
Yates.
them up.
Ben Adolph. Logan Hall.
Next time around, line them up. Line them up next time around. Let's put Paul Thacker on that top spot. I'm rooting for underdog Ben to shake up that long-standing victorious run. Logan on the 3. Nice work, buddy. Dan Perry starting on the 4. Braxton on the 5. Jeff on the 6. We are looking good. Corner marshals, are you ready? We're not looking at our phones. We're ready to rock. Head on a swivel. And drivers, we're going on the tone. Ben putting a nose in there on the first lap, keeping the pressure on Paul. Ben doing an exceptional job keeping pressure on Paul. 1 and 2 on the quarter pipe now. Down the oh no, Ben gets caught on the pipe. Paul gets a break. Paul off to a victory run. Now Ben's got company of Dan Perry moving up on him.
After 1 minute 10 seconds, the top drivers are Paul Thacker, Ben Adolph, Dan Perry, Jeff Adolph, and Logan Hall.
Paul Thacker moving through traffic. He's got a solid 6 seconds up on Mr. Ben Adolph. Meanwhile, Dan is trying his best to get a little bit closer to Ben and within striking distance. Oh no. Womp womp.
3 minutes left.
Idler gear. Time for the wide one if you don't already have it. Also on the R1, at least in the package I saw, they're putting 2 shims between each of the Planet
After 2
gears
minutes
in the
20
diffs.
seconds, the top drivers are Paul Thacker, Dan Perry, Ben Adolph, Braxton Yates, and Logan Hall.
Paul up by 9 seconds. Dan comfortably in the 2 now. Ben on the 3 and Braxton only 2.8 behind him.
Two minutes left.
Two minutes left, and at the moment, everybody's pretty spread out. We got about 5 seconds or more between each driver. Paul's looking to put a lap on second place Dan Perry.
After 3 minutes 31 seconds, the top drivers are Paul Thacker, Dan Perry, Ben Adolph, Braxton Yates, and Logan Hall. One minute left.
That big jump is not being kind to these guys.
After 4 minutes 41 seconds, the top drivers are Paul Thacker, Dan Perry, Ben Adolph, Braxton Yates, and Logan Hall. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Paul Thacker done. Braxton Yates done. Ben Adolph done. Logan Hall done. All drivers are finished. Dan Perry done.
With an incredibly convincing win at a 25 seconds over the field. Dan locking down the 2. Ben was making the charge again, but could not find Dan on the track. Paul, Dan, and Ben, 1, 2, 3. Braxton getting the better of Logan on that one.
The race is completed.